Hey everyone, welcome to Michelle's Mystic Corner. Today we are going to be talking about astrology. And we're going to be learning a lot together because I don't even know everything about astrology. So I do want to just get started a little bit with the card of the day. Oops. Let me turn my YouTube down there. I'm just going to wait a little bit, wait and see who joins us because it is still a little bit early. So I am going to use my Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. And today's card is the dog. And the dog is all about friendship, loyalty, companionship, being there and showing up for someone when they really need you the most. And sometimes they don't know that they need you the most, but you know, because you can see the subtle change in someone and know that they're not right. And so I feel like today is the day for you to be watching your friend and seeing if they need your attention today, because you may need to lift somebody up today. And so that is the card for the day for you. Okay, let's see here. And I know a few more people will be stumbling in as we get going. And again, we are going to be talking about astrology. When I went to Utah last year, I picked up this really cool deck, and it is called the Set of 100 Cards Astrology Cards. I picked it up at the airport, believe it or not. And this has really been helpful for my learning, and it does. It has all of the cards. It has the sun signs, the moon signs, the house phases, all of the birth chart information. This is definitely worth getting if you want to learn all of the different information on astrology. I do not know if it's on Amazon yet. Like I said, I picked it up at the airport. So, um, but now I'm going to look it up and I'm going to find out for us because this is a really cool deck. I really enjoy it. The other deck that I just got, and I have not done a deck review on this one yet either, is the Zodiac Tarot. And I just wanted to show these two, seeing as this is the astrology section for today. And like I said, I have not used this deck yet, so we're just going to take a quick peek here. And this is the Judgment card. And if I put my glasses on, it looks like here we go. I'm not sure which symbol is up there in the middle there, but I can look it up. So that is the Judgment card in the Zodiac Tarot. Let's see what's going on here. That's funny. I finally remembered to mute my YouTube and I'm not even on the show today. Yeah, I'm sure people will join us soon. Okay, so let's just look at a couple cards while we're waiting. This one has Taurus on us. This is the Five of Pentacles. This one has Taurus on it, and see, I'm not good yet, but we're getting there. So this one over here I know is Taurus the Bull, and I don't know the other sign yet in the corner, but we're going to go over those. Hi, Kim. How are you? Welcome in. We're just getting started. We're going to be talking about astrology today. So, yeah. Oh, and see, some of these cards, like I said, I have not used these cards, but this one has, okay, this one has 3 signs. Sorry, there's a big dog at my door trying to get in. I think the other animals are scaring him. So he is a 200-pound Mastiff Pit Bull, and he is a scaredy cat. So if he hears any kind of firecrackers, if he hears any kind of fireworks, he runs into my room and hides with me because he is a wussy. Okay, so like I was saying, this card has 3 zodiac signs up top. I know one is Aries because I'm an Aries. The other 2 are, see how horrible that is? Okay, so I know that, oh yeah, Sagittarius. See, I thought it was Sagittarius. So this one over here is Sagittarius. Where'd it go? Sagittarius. Okay. So that's these cards. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about astrology as we're waiting on others to come in. Let me move some stuff around. So there is a lot of things about astrology that I have found. Some people call astrology a belief system. I don't. I don't like that because even though, yes, it is a belief system, there's a lot of proof in the pudding of what it does. And so another description, I lost my wording for a minute, is a pseudo-scientific system. I don't know why it just, that doesn't sit well with me. That purports to relate to human affairs and terrestrial events. Another meaning of astrology is that astrology is based on zodiac signs, which are the 12 constellations along the ecliptic, which is the sun's apparent path across the sky. And each sign is associated with a specific period of the year and is believed to have unique traits and characteristics. Now, that one I really do like. Yes, the energy has been very, very strong the past few months. Um, so one of the things that we get into astrology is that the 12 signs move around, okay? And so we're going to talk about the 12 signs. We're going to talk about the birth charts just a little bit because the first thing you want to know is astrology is based on those 12 signs, right? And then off of those 12 signs, astrologers will create a birth chart. And that birth chart is also known as a natal chart, and it'll show the position of the sun, the moon, and the planets at the time of a person's birth, which we all know is part of the birth chart. And then this chart is used to interpret someone's personality, their strengths, their potential challenges. Astrologers believe that the position of the celestial bodies in the person's birth chart can also influence relationships and life events. So, there's a lot to astrology. There's horoscopes, there's rising signs. There's a lot I have to learn. So, they have a specific setting. Everyone in the astrology world always starts with Aries. And so Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. And that one is the 20th of March to the 19th of April. And some people do it differently. This in particular set of cards, they have their dates a day off than what some of the others would have. So it is definitely Aries is a fire element, which is good. I am a fire element. We are born leaders. We are pioneers. We are competitive. Yeah. Rebellious, optimistic. We enjoy being in. So some people, some Aries like competitive sports, and then you have some of us who would rather play games. Either way, it's still competitive. Um, we're very short-tempered. We're very stubborn, and at times we really can be insensitive. And so those are the Aries. So after the Aries, which is the Ram, and then it also shows the constellation. The next one is the Taurus. Taurus is the bull. I'm going to show you that with the constellation. Now, the bull is an earth element. Okay. Am I using tropical or Vedic? I'm not sure. I do not know. Um, I do know that Taurus are hardworking, which is true. I do know that. Intelligent. They are honest people. I have a couple Tauruses in my family. They are organized. See, that's a trait Aries don't really have. They are kind. They are possessive and very jealous. So those are your Tauruses, the bulls. So after the Taurus, we have the Gemini. Okay, Gemini is the twins. And there is the constellation you would see in the sky. Hi, Kevin. Welcome in. How is Florida? We're talking about astrology. So, the Geminis are an air sign. Geminis are flirtatious. I know, so are Cancers, by the way. They're also social butterflies. They're curious by nature. They love learning and being socially interactive. They're also indecisive and impulsive, and at times they can be unreliable. It depends on what's really going on around them. It's not like it's an all the time thing. With Geminis, it's if they get really busy, if they get really overwhelmed, they become unreliable. Okay. The next one is the Cancer. I have Cancer in the family too. Cancers are water. They are June and July. Um, they like to find their tribe and they are caregivers. They are very sensitive, very nurturing, very low risk takers. They're very intuitive people. I've noticed a lot of the cancers I've come across are really in touch with that inner self and the divine. They can be very assertive, very dominant, but they enjoy staying home and being with their family. But they are also very possessive, secretive, and extremely sentimental. So they can be old souls, very much again family oriented. They need to be surrounded by their loved ones. So after July, or I should say after Cancer, we have Yes, yes, you are Dax. You are the flirtatious Gemini. We have the Leo. The Leo is the 23rd of July to the 22nd of August. And they are fire, which I'm a fire. So, Leos are, they like to develop their creativity and teach, and they're very courageous. They are charismatic, they're generous, they're very brave and spirited. They enjoy attention, they love to be the center of attention. Um, and they love to compliment others, which is really a good thing. But they can be arrogant, they can be jealous, and they can be very possessive. Don't touch their stuff, that is their belongings. Okay, here's the Leo. I don't think I showed you the Cancer. I am so sorry. You got to see all the constellations because they're really awesome. And you'll be able to see these in the sky at nighttime at certain different times. So and of course, I dropped my cards right before the show. So these are not in order. Okay. After Leo, we have Virgo. Virgo is August 23rd to September 23rd. And again, it can change a day or two depending on which one you're using. Um, Virgo is an earth element. Here's that one. And my mother was on the cusp, literally, of Virgo and Leo. And she embodied both of these. And oh my goodness. So Virgos like to hone in on their chosen craft, okay? They are hardworking, organized, intelligent. They are good at arts. They love to do crafts, which is true. That was all my mother ever did. She loved to make her flower arrangements everywhere. Um, and they enjoy deep emotional connections. They thrive on that connection with others that is rooted so deep it can't be broken, right? However, they are overthinkers. They are as stubborn as an Aries, and they're very overly critical to the point sometimes that they can they can come off as being very rude without really meaning to. They mean to, but they mean what they say, but they don't mean the way they say it. That's a Virgo for you. Okay, so after the Virgo, we have, that was September, the Libra. Okay, September through October, that is an air. There we go. Libras are an air element. That is September 23rd through October 22nd. Libras make the world a fairer place. And it's true. I know a Libra and she is amazing. She is such a sweetheart. She really is a peacemaker. I went to her when I was having a crisis, and she said, "Oh, at least you know everybody loves you." She's my peacemaker. Optimistic, easygoing. They enjoy art, which is true because she makes soaps. Um, and she enjoys company, which is true because she's always at the fair selling her stuff. And she's such an outgoing people person. But she's non-confrontational. And yeah, Libras can be sometimes vain, and that's okay. Hey, can't we all? Okay, so after the Libra is the Scorpio. Do you know a Scorpio in your life? Okay. Scorpios are the water element. Hi, Miss Maria. Welcome in. Leahs are about teaching others how to express emotions. They are determined, bold, mysterious, passionate, loyal, and creative. They love being in control, and yet they can be secretive, resentful, and they can be controlling. So can Geminis and Cancers, right along with Scorpios. Those threes can be very controlling. So that is something that, Scorpio needs to maybe work on a little bit. But at the same time, they really like psychology. And that is why the controlling aspect. Because when you go into a psychology field, whether willingly knowing it or not, you just take on the role of, I already know this, so you should just do it because I know what I'm doing. I'm telling you to do this, trust me. And then they don't do it, and then the Scorpio becomes and so it's a controlling aspect. Okay. After the Scorpio is the Sagittarius. Okay, and there's that constellation. Oh, you are. That's right. You are a Scorpio. We'll be doing a few questions probably after um the topic if we have time. So Sagittarius likes to teach the world curiosity because Sagittariuses they're curious beings about everything. They want to know. They're honest beings, optimistic, very witty and independent. I know that. Adventurous. They love to travel and they like sports. However, they can be inconsistent. They can be reckless. And that is a hard thing to deal with sometimes. And they can be cold. This is the people that can be really standoffish and just whatever. It's just their personality. It's how they are. That's the Sagittarius for you. So after the Sagittarius is the Capricorn. Okay. So with the Capricorn, that is your earth element. And these are they like to support others and they love to love others. Okay. They are hardworking, ambitious people. They enjoy having a purpose, but they enjoy having a challenge. So if you're a Capricorn and you have a project and it is boring, give it a challenge. Okay, this is really boring, but I've got 10 minutes to make it and get it done. And now all of a sudden it's boring, but boy, I got to get it done. And now it's a challenge and it becomes a little more fun. And so that's how you accomplish things when you are a Capricorn. Um, you can be a little too overly serious, so you'll need to take a step back and just learn how to not pace yourself, but learn how to be a little more down to earth. You can be stubborn and ruthless. So take an edge off. Yeah, Capricorns need to take an edge off. Okay, the next one is Aquarius. I have an Aquarius for a daughter. She's an air sign. Okay. They love challenges and people's mindsets. And it's true. Oh my gosh. So they're very sociable people. They're very independent, outgoing, very self reliant. They enjoy inventing new stuff. and they do like sports. They can be pessimistic, rebellious, and so impatient. So impatient. And then the last one is the Pisces. Pisces is the fish. And this one is a water element, and they are dedicated to serving others. They're compassionate, devoted, they're dreamers. They're gracious and sensitive. They enjoy retreats. Yeah, I know that. They daydream and they like to form deep connections. They also are secretive and pessimistic, and they like to escape. They like their own little secret hideout. And so if they're in a big room, yes, Scorpio is intuitive and transform it. Yes. And so that is your Pisces for you. Okay. Let me remove this set of cards. Now, at one time, like I said, I dropped everything here. So, I did my natal chart beforehand, just because like I said, I'm learning. And it talks a lot about houses. And it's going to take me a very long time to figure any of this out. But what I can tell you is with my birth date, my sun sign is an Aries. Okay. We all have a moon sign. I did not know that. We all have a moon sign. I guess my moon sign is a Gemini. We all have an ascending sign. Mine is a Leo. So we all have 12 houses. And I cannot even begin to understand all this. But we all have 12 houses, and in each house, wherever we were born, is in house 1 is our sign, our zodiac sign. And then in each house is another sign, and that will describe our personalities, which is really, really interesting. So, for me personally, let's see here. Since that's the only one I know. Yes, Aquarians are very humanitarians, and that I know. My daughter is so humanitarian. Okay, so I have an ascending Leo, which means I have a deep need to understand the world around me. So that's really good to know. And it's true, I do. It also, when you do your birth chart, it tells you, I have, like I was saying, my moon is in Gemini. Okay, people with moon in the Gemini are always interesting people. Okay. They have a finger in every pie, are curious to a fault, and are generally well informed. Okay. Nervous and worry are common traits. Yes. Okay. So that just described me a little bit there. That's cool. So in my 3rd house, I have a Libra, which says that I seek refined people with whom to have long discussions without raised voices of any kind. And I don't like confrontation. I really, really don't. My fifth house is Scorpio, which means I can be very attached to home and family. Yeah, I have four grandkids here. I have two daughters, two grandkids, two more grandkids. I have a niece. Yeah, I have a whole family that lives with me. Um, so each house has something different. On house five, in my fifth house, I have Sagittarius, which says I'm attracted to adventure, travel, gambling, and taking some risks. Or many love affairs. Okay, there we go. I'll take that. House six is the area of learning by material transactions. Yeah, I love to learn. Capricorn is on my house. Oh, yeah, I can work hard. Aquarius is on my house seven. A slightly hasty marriage is possible. Sorry, babe. House eight. Um, it doesn't say what that one is, but Pisces is my house nine. I may need to be firmer or more accountable with matters relating to house eight, emotional security, and shared finances. Ow. So I encourage you to look up. Okay, let me find this so I can give it to you and type it in. It is, I want to say astro.com, and you can get your free birth chart. You just put in your date of birth, your time you were born, which you can find that on your birth certificate, or you can put in I don't know, and you'll get your full birth chart for free. And it'll tell you all of that information, and it tells you different personality traits, and it's really, really fun. So I really encourage that. Again, here is the zodiac deck, and then the astrology cards. And these will really help to get you into learning all of these different things about yourself. Okay. Is there any questions on astrology that I can answer before we get moving on? Let's see here. I do want to go over the houses real quick. So, when it comes to those houses we were talking about, the first house is the self and the personality. So, for an Aries, that would be me, myself, and my personality. The second house, whichever zodiac sign falls in your second house, that talks about your possessions, your money, your finances. Okay. Your moon is what you feel deep inside. It is your emotional self and how you interact with those close to your heart. Oh, thank you. Yes. See, the moon, instinct and protection. Your moon sign reflects your subconscious soul's reaction and emotion. It also gives insight into how you nurture and restore yourself. Yeah, you were absolutely right. That's as far as I got with the moon. So these cards actually go into each of the houses and explains what they are. So the third house talks about communication. So whatever zodiac sign falls under there is about your communication. Your fourth house is home and family. Your fifth house is creativity and leisure. Your sixth house is your health and well-being. The 7th is relationships. The 8th is sex, death, and transformation. The 9th is quest and adventure. 10th house is careers and social status. Your 11th house is friendship and community. And then the 12th house is your subconscious. And so that's how they go with the 12 houses. And the zodiac signs are in there according to where they are on the morning or night or afternoon of your birth. And then there's the planet cards as well. So wherever the planets lay around that your zodiac will tell you as well more in depth of more influences on your life. So definitely check out your astrology natal chart. It's hard to learn, but it is really worth it. It's really fun. It's a lot, but it's so worth it. And if you get these cards, it even has Astro Dionist. Okay. Hi, Linda. So this deck of cards comes with birth charts, planet symbols to help you. Okay. It comes with talks about your birth charts, your birth chart card setup. So it doesn't leave you hanging. It tells you how to set it up, and then it shows you how to set up your houses. So this is 100% worth it. And like I said, Kim B put in there, ooh, you have empty houses. Interesting. She got hers from Astro Dionist. So check that out as well. And then there's astro.com and natalchart.com, and they're free to get. So absolutely check those out. Okay. So I am going to scroll up and look at some questions. Kim B would appreciate a reading, whatever message you need to hear. Okay. Okay. So for Kim, I am feeling this. You have anchored yourself down somewhere, possibly into your own private zone. But what you need to do is go out and start interacting with some people, maybe even in a setting where you are taking the lead of some sort, maybe starting up a group or maybe a support group of some sort. But I feel like you really need to get out and start socializing with a new group of people. And you need to be taking the lead in this. And I feel like you need to stop anchoring yourself down. Like, I feel like there's some sort of, I want to say depression, but it's not depression as much as it's this, you just feel trapped. So stop feeling trapped, because there's someone out there waiting for you to meet up with. And then the two of you can start a group together. So that's what I have for you. And I hope that resonates with you. Let's go. Florida. Okay. And then Kevin, I would love a message the universe has for me Oops. I'm actually Nancy from Florida. Oh, okay. And I don't know why my husband's Kevin's name came up. I'm a typical Sagittarius who loves to learn. Yes. Yes, learning is awesome. And Sagittariuses do love to learn. That is one of their good traits. And it's always a good thing to learn. Okay. So, I'm sorry for laughing, Nancy, but I got the knowledge, the knowledge card. You got the book. There is something more for you to learn, but it's hidden from you. So why is it hidden? Whatever it is you need to know, you have to find it. You have to dig it out. You have to unlock it. But in order to unlock it, you have to take something away to find it. So you have the whip, which is also called the broom card. And with this whip card, what it is saying is you need to cut something away in order to harvest something. So you need to cut a thought pattern out because there is something up here that is stopping you and locking you up from knowing a truth you need to know in order to move forward because you're not moving forward with something. So you got to unlock it, but you got to think real deep about what is going on that is stopping you from knowing the truth. Okay. You got to dig deep and get that thought pattern and switch it up. So once you do that, you'll be able to move forward, but you really got to dig deep into that intuition. Okay. You got to dig deep into that higher self and find what needs to go and what is not doing you any good. Okay. And that's what I have for you today. Let's see, Kim, I don't know if I know too many Pisces. So yeah, you could be right. I find cancers to be um controlling and there was another one, flirtatious, along with Tauruses. They're the ones, yeah. But that's everybody in all reality. Everybody shares all these traits. They're it is it's just these are the main traits that they have. So yeah, I can see that. And I really enjoy learning all of these different um astrologies. And I have a stencil and it has all of the constellations. So when I have time, I want to put like all the stars up here with all the constellations, the 12 constellations up on my blue wall. I think that's going to be way cool. Well, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, I know it's hard to get out of your own head sometimes. I know. Okay. So, hey, no, no, no. Shh. My dogs will bark at the wind. And I have a 6-pound chihuahua that I swear if an ant farts, she will bark. I don't know how she hears it, but she will bark. So, if anyone has any more questions, I'm going to say last call for questions. Um, I'm so sorry I did not get the Moonology paperwork up. I I got sick over the last week and I'm just getting better. So I will get the Moonology up, paperwork up. I have to get it from PDF to something else because it wouldn't let me upload it. I don't know why. Um, and then I'll also get some astrology paperwork up this weekend. I'll try to get some of these cards uploaded because these are really cool. I really like these. And travel often. The new group I can see as I do plan to move in the near future. Oh, awesome, Kim. Good. That's cool. Yeah, I can't play pool. I just, I'm not good at it. I like it. I'm just not good at it. Now, air hockey, that's a whole nother thing. I love air hockey. I'm still not good at it, but I love it. Uh, so I just want to thank everyone for being here. My readings are $49.99. You can message me at psychic.cafe/mystic corner. My numerology reports are $49.99. You are more than welcome to let's see, you're more than welcome to leave me a message about any of this astrology, and I can get back to you with any information. And next Saturday is Crown Share Saturday. So bring a deck of your own and you can help with readings. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to it. And I will see everybody next week. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, tomorrow we are going to be doing how to do online readings. So join us tomorrow too at 11 o'clock. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, 11 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow.